Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitz from ATF Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 3. Today we are going to be doing a truck race and an Xfinity race, both at Iowa, which is by far my least favorite track in this game. Well, one of them. It's my least favorite oval, let's put it that way. And it usually ends up being pretty miserable, so we got that to look forward to. I thought we'd check our reputation. We haven't done this in a while. Still got good old Stuart Friesen in the truck series. Don't think I'm ever going to be able to repair that relationship. Austin Wayne Self's a little upset, but probably because he's been suspended indefinitely. In the Xfinity series, we don't have any full-blown rivals, but Joe Nemechek and Cole Custer are both upset. And we have plenty of friends. We got BJ McLeod, Matt Tiff, Jeremy Clements, and John Hunter Nemechek on our side. In the Cup Series, we have Brendan Gaughan one step away from being rival status, and Reed Sorensen pretty close as well. So we've got some issues on the Cup side, but that's to be expected. So that is where we're standing with the reputation, but I'm going to head off to Iowa, and if there's anything interesting to show you, I will show you.
Middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the riddle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. Bottom step. Bottom step. Just look on, and I'll look down, and all your fears around the ground. Then you said, all I ever wanted was to love like this. All I ever needed was to feel like something more than a closed door flat on the floor. I can offer so much more. All I ever wanted was to feel at ease. All I ever needed was to get up off my feet. 'Cause I believe in love. Hold on just a little. We'll meet right here in the middle ground is where we'll stand. Let go of the riddle, 'cause you'll find life is a riddle that we're not meant to understand. Bottom step. Bottom step. Hold on. Right here in the middle. Hold on. Right, bottom step.
Alright, somehow we managed a third place finish out of that. I'd say it was probably the fifth place car, but late cycle of pit stops and some adjustments and some flipping of the stages from some more slower cars helped me get to third place there. So I'll definitely take that. I'm sure there was a time lapse in there for you if I remember. You know what, Noah Gregson? You also brighten my day every time I see you. Thank you, Robbie Lyons. Much appreciated. When I grow up, I want to be just like Aaron Fitch. That is not the way to do it, my friend. Mighty fine racing. Thank you, Jordan. So yeah, good race all around. We've got the incentive contract completed. Same for the Xfinity Series. We are going to head off to Iowa for the Iowa 250 presented by Enogen. Enogen? Enogen. Yeah, that. Alright, let's see where we qualify here at Iowa. 14th, I'll take it. That felt like a decent lap. definitely felt like a decent lap right there. I'll keep my setup where it is. We might have to tighten it at some point in the race, but we'll see. Alright, Iowa 250, let's just call it that so I don't mispronounce anything. John Henry Nemechek starting in the back. Jeremy Clements is starting in the back. Kaz Grallo starting in the back. Alright. Did that move us up any positions? You would think maybe a couple of those might have, but
Coming to the green, driver.
it doesn't look like it.
Ready. Ready. Green's out now.
Nope, we're still in 14th, so that's surprising that we out-qualified John Henry Nemechek and Kaz Grallo and Jeremy Clements. Usually they're right around where we are usually.
Stay high up
So,
there. Careful.
oh, I almost messed that up and let Michael Annette. I almost said Michael Andretti. That would be, could not be farther from the truth right there.
Driver.
I did just finish watching the IndyCar race, so that might be why I have that in my head, but I can't place the full blame on my stupidity for that, because I feel like that was an exceptional stupidity moment right there. Anyway, we're a little loose off the corners, but nothing I can't manage at this point. Here's our teammate. A decent run for him. He seemed to, be middle of the pack for most of these races. So it was a good run for him, top 10. But definitely in a good position for some stage points here. Yeah, definitely rocking the high side here. Probably more than I want to. I just can't really get a good position to let off the throttle and not have to use the brake, because I'm just trying to roll through the corner without having to brake it. But when I go up the track, obviously I have to hit the brake, like right here. But I mean, I'm still fast when I do that, so that's reassuring. But like now I'm going to try to take it 3 wide, and if I don't time things right, I'm probably going to wreck somebody. Well, Ryan Preece almost wrecked me in return. That's Christopher Bell, excuse me. Ryan Preece is back there, right? Yeah, they're the exact same car, so... Oh, I looked back when I should have been looking forward. Okay, I hit a bump in the track. It just kind of made my car go loose, and sorry, Justin Allgaier. Well, that's disappointing. We definitely could have gotten a better stage finish than that, and we probably have Justin Allgaier mad at us. So overall, pretty disappointing stage. I'm not going back to the back of the field. If more people had pitted, I might have been able to flip the stages here, but just do not feel comfortable with that. Plus, maybe if we have a good launch here, we can get in position for a playoff point. That would be nice. But yeah, there's this weird bump. I noticed this in the truck race too, where it's just like halfway through the corner. It's like there's a banking change almost, and it just cuts your car loose. I noticed it in the truck race when I was trying to pass everybody on the high side when there were those slow cars in front. So, like right there. Yep.
Car on the outside now. Car there on the inside.
That's not the end of the stage though, is it? Dang it. Yeah, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to pit. We lost 14. How did we lose 14 spots? Oh, because those people who pitted earlier stayed out. Still, that's only like 4. Obviously, they must not have taken tires. So, and the worst part about this is the fastest way to get around a giant pack of cars is through the high side. But as demonstrated by the last 2 instances of me going anywhere near the high lane, that's not going to be a good option for us. That is a different paint scheme for Michael Annette. I don't recognize that paint scheme. It's not throwback weekend because Xfinity runs at Darlington, so I don't know. Yeah, okay. I was able to contain it that time. So if I can continue containing it, then this is definitely going to work. We're just going to kind of shove Tommy Joe Martins through here. I'm sure he won't be too thrilled with that in game, but in real life, if somebody were to shove him from like 25th into 20th, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have too many objections. Yeah, we got Morgan Shepherd in the middle of this pack, so that's why we're all bogged down here. Now, if I can stay in that extremely high line and not hit like a crossover point, then I can pull. Okay, yeah. This is going just swell. Alright, so we definitely had some issues there. I feel like there were some unusual people in the top 10 there for that stage. Yeah, we had Jeff Green, Chad Fincham was in there as well. But I think if we can, I think we'll be fine if we can just rock the high side and not kill too many more people. I don't know why they were so slow off that corner. Jeff Green or somebody must have slowed them down a little extra there. But if I can stay in this little high groove here, like the Kyle Larson lane, and don't hit that whatever that little crossover gap is that breaks you loose, then it works fine. So, hi Daniel. I know. We've had a rough race together. I know. But just let me run this high line here. Let's get around Chad Fincham. Hemrick is not going to be happy with me after this race, guaranteed. Okay, I think we might have a car that could win this. Considering what has happened in this race and the fact that it's Iowa, I'm quite amazed by that statement, but I think it's very possible. And if we need... Get off the wall! Wow, that was like NASCAR 06 level of wall stuckage there.
You got room. You're clear.
Alright, but luckily we have a decent handling car now. And I can stick it to the bottom a little easier than before I made that adjustment. Which actually makes no sense because I tightened it up. You know what? I don't know what I'm talking about here. Clearly. We've known this. I just need to focus on catching Christopher Bell and Elliott Sadler. We passed Bell earlier in the race, so theoretically we should be able to do it again. Especially now that our car is handling a little better. It's almost like tire wear helps out a bit. It slows the car down enough to where I can just coast it into the corner. That's what happened in the truck race too. I felt like I could do coast into the corner a little better later on in the race. So that must be it. That's interesting. Interesting. But we're definitely catching Christopher Bell here. I guess I'll take this moment to talk about the schedule for this week. Last week I ended up messing up the schedule a bit, but it was fine. But we'll have the series Monday, Wednesday, Friday like usual. We're taking a week off from the second series because we finished up NASCAR Dirt to Daytona last week. So be sure to check that out. That was a lot of fun to finish up. Kind of have some closure on that long-running series. We're taking a week off from that, so there won't be videos on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I might put up some like Wreckfest videos or something like that, but there won't be any NASCAR videos on those days. And then next week, we'll start up with NASCAR Thunder 2003, which is going to be so much fun. I hope you guys could tell the little hint of sarcasm in my voice there, because I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified of NASCAR Thunder 2003. So, that's going to be fun. Never played it before, so that could be fun. But yeah, well, that's what's happening this week. You might see some Wreckfest episodes. I do have a couple stream footages that I could put up, but other than that, will be days off for me. I'm going to try to backlog a bit on Thunder. So hopefully we can do that this week and then have everything ready for you guys next week. I've kind of stalled out here, and I'm starting to think that maybe I don't have the car to win. We have pulled away from third on back. Ty Dillon's in third. That's unusual. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So I'm going to cut out here for a few laps, and I'll see you guys if anything interesting happens. Alright, here we come to take the white flag sponsored by Credit One Bank. I tried a few different lines to see if I could gain any time anywhere, and it just didn't work, and it's brought Ty Dillon ridiculously close to me. So I got to be able to stay in this third place spot here. So Unfortunately, we kind of stalled out there, but it's definitely an improvement over what I was expecting with a third-place finish here at Iowa.
All right, top 5.
But yeah, that was a good race. It was a good race. Once we kind of figured out that whole, halfway in between, halfway up the turns, spins out thing. Once we figured that out, I felt like we were fine. I wish I had figured that out just a little sooner, but oh well. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if any of our little escapades here are going to be in the footage here. Yep, there's me spinning. Let's see if I can get a different camera view for that. I'll find something to work with out of that. But yeah, Elliott Sadler won the race, and I believe both stages, so good for him. We had some interesting characters up front there for a little while, but everybody finished, so no issues there. Let's see what kind of payday we got. We did cross the 4 million mark. I forgot to point that out after the last race. Decent payday. Pretty poor paying event, I would say, overall, but we still got 7 wins. We're leading the point standings by 17 points over Christopher Bell. So that's the main objective here, is to try to win the regular season championship. I've never been able to do that, so let's try to do that. But let's head back to the menu and see what we got going on next episode. Alright, 5,000 fans. Can't go wrong with that. Looks like we'll get this incentive contract here. Beautiful. Yeah, I told you guys it would happen. I helped Tommy Joe Martin get from like 27th to 20th, and he would berate me at the end. I told you guys it would happen, but yeah. What is next on the agenda here? We got a single race, actually. We'll go there. Warren, you gotta stop feeling these things, man. I don't care. I really don't care. So we got a single race here at Chicagoland. So I actually think I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to run away with this race. So we're going to head off to Chicagoland. It might have a bit of a long video here, but we'll see. Let's go. Alright, let's see where we qualify here in Chicago. 8th place. Yep, that is probably what I expected there. A decent qualifying effort. Tyler Reddick on the pole. See if there's any notables around here somewhere. Gallagher, Jones back there. Cindric not doing too hot. So yeah. We'll leave the setup where it is. We'll leave it where it is. The Overton 300 here at Chicagoland Speedway. Christopher Bell has their work cut out for them. Alright.
Coming to the green, driver.
Let's try to move to the front here. Maybe I can cut some of this out so we can still have a normal length episode here. If you guys haven't noticed, I really am trying to keep these episodes shorter, because the YouTube machine sure isn't a fan of having episodes longer than a half hour. So I'm trying to keep this, around the 20-minute range. I'm sure this episode will not be that, but I am trying to keep it around there, so if I'm ever talking about, having episodes be shorter, that would be why. I also don't want them to be too short either, that you're not feeling like you're getting as much content as you would like. Alright, we're just making a bunch of moves around the high side. Harvick did not get a good start from the front row.
Hold your line, stay high.
We're pretty much flat out here. We do have to lift a little bit going into turn 1, but 3 and 4, at least when you're by yourself, it's pretty much flat out. Reddick, stop blocking me. You know I'm faster than you.
Still there.
You know I'm faster than you, so just let me get around you.
All right.
So I can contend with my Brant brethren here, who is also blocking the living crap out of me after giving me a lane going into the corner, then shut the door halfway through. I should get a draft here, be able to go to the inside.
Careful. Still there.
Let off a little bit so I don't hit him. Give him a little bit of a rub here.
Careful, still there. You're all
Probably
clear.
hurt me more than it helped me.
Outside, hold your line. White flag, bring it home.
Alright, thought he would give me a little more room there, but that's fine. Pretty much flat out, like I was saying. Alright, we are clear. We should be able to win this stage. So that is excellent. Just as I expected, mile and a half have definitely been our strong suit, so I don't expect, unless if we have any pit stop shenanigans, to have any issues here.
You took that stage. Good
Excellent. That's another playoff point for us, as well as bolstering our regular season points lead, since we know Christopher Bell's having a rough day. We are not pitting here. Would not be able to make it to the end from here.
You're covered to the green.
Alright.
Are you ready here? Car on the outside.
Let's see if we
now.
can get off to a good launch here. How many laps in the stage?
5 to go.
5 laps, okay.
You're all clear up top.
We're already clear of all gear, but once we hit 4th gear, we know they will kind of catch back up as usual. So we'll be prepared for that coming off of turn 2 here. Just block all gear a bit. And yeah, I'll cut out here, and I'll see you guys at the end of the stage.
Won that stage.
Alright, stage ended a bit prematurely there. Ross Chastain second in the stage. Good for him. Excellent. We will all be pitting here. Well, I believe will be 4 tires and fuel. And I'm correct on that assumption.
You're covered to the green. Are you ready here?
Green flag is out. We got good old Ross Chastain. That looks like a different scheme than he's usually in.
You got room.
It is. Interesting. Kind of unusual seeing one of those JD Motorsports cars without the Flex Seal, Flex Tape, Flex everything. It's kind of unusual.
Inside.
Dang it, Cole Custer.
Inside.
Alright, let's just try to power around the outside here. And yeah.
All right, you're clear.
Alright, I'll cut out again. See you guys if anything interesting happens. Alright, here we are coming to take the white flag. We are barely clear on fuel, by the way. 1 lap to the good probably by the time this race ends. I was kind of hoping we'd be able to catch some lap traffic here to make my life slightly more interesting, but there's still about half a straightaway away. But I mean, we are going to probably win by 10 seconds or so that's an accomplishment. Usually the game throws a caution by now to flip that up, but very happy to get a dominating win here at Chicago. Kind of like my second home track, I guess. I've never been here, though. But we win.
Go get the checker flag. It's yours.
Oh yeah, let's do a burnout, why don't we? That was pretty dominating right there. Yeah, it's kind of like my second home track. I did live in Chicago for a year or so. And it's still pretty close to where I grew up in Michigan as well, so. Alright. Let's see if we can get a good thumbnail here, even though I'm probably going to use the one from Iowa. But yeah, absolute domination. Ross Chastain came back to finish second, too. He was outside the top 10 for a bit there at the end, but good for him. Good for him. Everybody finished, too. That's good. No blow-ups or tire issues or anything like that. Teammate finished 14th. So overall, good race. Glad we were able to fit that one in, for sure. Yeah, that's a good payday, too. I mean, that's triple the amount that we got at Iowa. We got like 40-some thousand. Granted, we didn't win, but still, it's about triple the amount. But that's our 8th win of the season, and we got 7 more playoff points, so we're at 49 playoff points as well. We've also gapped Christopher Bell by 53 points after he had kind of a lackluster day today. So, overall, good situation there. Here we are in victory lane. That's another win for the Happy Dog in spirit, of course. And yeah, let's head back to the menu and wrap this episode up. Another 5,000 fans. Looks like we got some momentum. I don't know if we had that already. No, we did not, because they're just telling me about it now. We must have lost that in our hot seat race, because otherwise we've been fairly dominant. Thank you, Vinny. You're the only one who wants to talk to me now, apparently. But that's fine. What do we have next on the schedule here? Doubleheader? Thursday, Friday, so... What is that? So it's Gateway for the trucks. Oh boy, that's going to be a nightmare. But where is it for the Xfinity Series? Schedule? Daytona for the Xfinity Series. Okay, so that'll be fun, but we do have to get through Gateway first. And it looks like our next hot seat's going to be at Kentucky as well. So that is not going to be fun. Probably going to have to use a custom setup there, unless it's a 4-star team. But let's just take a look at the more in-depth standings here. We haven't shown the Truck Series standings in a while. We are leading. We have 4 wins, most playoff points. We have 6 of the 8 slots filled already. We have, what, like 3 or 4 races left. So, hopefully we can win some of those and keep Jordan Anderson here in the playoffs, as well as Harrison Burton. They're both kind of spotty. So, that'd be nice. And then, Cup Series, there's your playoff grid. Only 3 spots left for point getters, but no unusual winners. Suarez is one of them, but other than that, pretty typical lineup for the Cup Series. And for the Xfinity Series, here we are. Because of our 8 wins, we only have 5 different winners. So lots of positions up for grab with point standings. And that cutoff line is right there with Truex and Brendan Jones. Our teammate's not looking too hot. It'd be nice if we could get him a win, but let's see who's rocking last place in all of the series. We got Stephen Light in the Xfinity Series, Travis Quapfel in the Cup Series, and us obviously in the Cup Series, Quapfel in the Truck Series. But yeah, that was a good jam-packed episode filled with success. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.